Hey Toy fans, this is your boy Rhythm Shift back at you with another video. This time I'm going to be taking a look at some news regarding G.I. Joe Classified. It's always good to get news about this line because this is one of the lines I'm into at the moment. So this is from Toy News International. We'll see if this turns out to be true. Published on August 18th, 2021. And it says G.I. Joe Classified 6-inch figures for 2022 revealed. So it says, last week we told you how 2022 was shaping up to be a pretty good year for Hasbro's 6-inch G.I. Joe classified line. While we didn't have specific figure names, we could see there was something like 11 to 12 regular release figures as well as several Target exclusives. Oh shit, more Target exclusives. With listings that had popped up in the Target system, listing using code names, of course. Well, now it seems that folks at WOJM have received info, likely from some type of retail distributor, to help us decipher what exactly some of these figures will be. So, according to them, this is how the first part of the year is going into the summer will break down. Keep in mind the exact looks of these figures will feature. The exact looks these figures will feature is unknown, and the images below are for reference purposes only. So these guys over at WOJM Newsbreak have broken this news regarding the G.I. Joe Classified. So let's play this video.
Hey everybody, it's the cast of What's on Joe Mind here. I'm Mike Irizarry. With me, of course, the honcho Mark Weber and the queen of G.I. Joe cosplay, Joe Colton. We don't do news as it breaks very often. It's not a real easy thing for us to accommodate our schedule, but when we make that news, it makes it a little bit easier. And so what we've got tonight, by working our sources, we have obtained the list of what Hasbro's got coming for the G.I. Joe classified line. And take this with a pinch of salt. We might not get the times right when it's all done. We might not have the order of things right, but this is from our source who got this from a Hasbro representative, and we cannot reveal those to anybody because that's a problem. Even Mark and Joe don't know who this person is. We don't want to cause anybody any problems.
So don't take us hostage to make you tell
Right.
them, is what you're saying.
Right. Exactly. I will. You don't know, and I will not reveal unless I get paid an awful lot.
Mm-hmm. If someone presses me, really, like I'm a journalism grad, right? If you press me, I'm just going to name someone at Hasbro I don't like. So,
Nice.
And really, there's not many of them. So it's a short list.
They're probably not even there anymore.
So one of them isn't, as a matter of fact.
Right.
And it was a short list. So
to reiterate, these are the classified figures that this Hasbro representative divulged to us secondhand are coming in the first part of 2022. So strap in, get comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That first wave of the new year, Crocmaster with a crocodile. And that is going to be a deluxe figure, much like Snake Eyes and Timber was towards the end of this year. Most folks don't have that in their hot little hands yet, but it's going to be in that scale in regards to Crocmaster with a fully articulated and hopefully a real big croc. We don't have any pictures. It's not that cool yet, but Crocmaster on his way. It leads us into February 2022, which is the first full wave. Storm Shadow. We don't know what specifically he's going to look like, but my guess is this is going to be the 1984 version because, wow, we're missing him. It could also be the pretty iconic 1988. We don't know. Again, your guess is as good as mine. We're pretty confident it's not going to be the Arctic one all over again. Spirit with Freedom. And then rounding out that wave is a Cobra Officer, which would be an easy build considering all the Cobra parts that are already out there. Then we move to April of 2022. Tomax. And Joe Colton, I bet you can guess who's coming next.
Refrigerator Perry.
That's right. No, it's Zaymot.
Damn it.
And then rounding out that wave.
Refrigerator Perry. No.
Walker.
Ah,
That wave.
I thought it was Moxat. I had my money on Moxat.
Toxdown.
The triplet, the slow one that they don't let out very often.
So that's what we're looking at in the first 3 months of 2022. And just wait, there's more.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't just leave you hanging there.
No.
Show them what they've won, Johnny.
There's more. In June of 2022, Crimson Guard,
Yes.
Zorana, and Dusty.
It's an odd pairing.
That's a weird set.
Sure, but you know what? Little Cobra heavy, but whatever. Pretty
Well,
iconic characters still to be covered there.
One of the earlier waves was Cobra Heavy too, right?
Yeah. And there will also be a Viper and Viper Officer 2-pack.
Oh.
So big doings there in June as we heat up for the summertime. Hot classified summer.
Sounds like a terrible Roger Corman movie, but okay.
As opposed to the good ones.
Yeah, the high quality ones. Maybe it's an Andy Sedaris flick.
Now, do we have an inkling as to the version of Zorana?
No idea.
Okay.
We don't know what any of these are going to look like or what they're based on. My guess is always going to be
Classic.
the most identifiable version. Like
Yeah.
Dusty is probably going to be the 1985 Dusty. Zorana is probably going to be the 1986 Zorana, etc.
Yeah. All right.
Moving into July of 2022, there is an unannounced crossover figure coming. And
Yes.
I've got Fortnite in parentheses there because I have a feeling that's this was explained as being similar to the Fortnite Snake Eyes. Could be a spot for Fortnite Storm Shadow, who I understand was put in the game. I could be wrong there. I don't know anything about Fortnite, so bear with me if I'm wrong there. But I'm sure I remember seeing Storm Shadow either being announced or being introduced to the Fortnite game somewhere in the last couple of months.
But it could be Dr. Link Talbot Minecraft figure, and we wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah, exactly. We have we got a big amount of leeway here with unannounced crossover figure.
Mm-hmm.
It's classified Gabe Kaplan from Welcome Back, Kotter.
It's Skate or Die, Dr. Venom. It's going to be good. Or Operation Dr. Venom, right? Now we're talking.
Oh, beautiful.
Hasbro synergy.
Oh, and there's still more. The new Target exclusive theme, right, Attack on Cobra Island, is being retired. That will not be the Target exclusive theme for 2022, but we are instead going to be looking at Tiger Force versus Python Patrol. So the mind spins as far as what's going to be available there. And in June of 2022, we'll get the first bits from this assortment. Outback.
Okay.
Python Viper. Python Bat. So interesting, we've got a Python Bat on the docket before we've got a regular bat. And we don't know what version of Outback that's going to be, whether it's regular or whether it's kitty cat t-shirt Outback. But a lot going on in June of 2022 with the classified releases via the Target exclusive route. Out of what we've seen here, Joe Colton,
Yes.
ladies first, which one are you looking forward to the most?
The Zorana, I think. Yeah, the Zorana.
Cool. Any
I
particular
like
reason?
female figures.
There you go. Hey, look, that's fine. You don't have to defend that. I'm just curious. Want to pick your brain.
I am curious about Crocmaster. I am curious about that. So
I want to see that crocodile.
Is it possible that's the crossover figure? That he's actually wearing Crocs?
No.
Oh, no.
Right? Because that would be really cool.
No.
Okay.
Mark Webber, which one are you looking forward to the most?
It's hard not to say Stalker because I'm such a sucker for classic military, and I think Stalker will look great as a classified figure. But I really want to see Spirit. Really interested to see how that turns out because I think they'll have to. I don't think it'll be slavish to the original design, and it really shouldn't be, because that was so stereotypical. So I want to see how they adapt and modernize Spirit, because I think he's a great character. And so to redo him, if you keep the blue in there somehow and give him the bird, literally, and the rest of it. As long as he looks cool, I think he'll be fantastic. So I'm really interested to see what they do with Spirit, a figure that they should modernize. So I want to see what that looks like.
Yeah, for me, it is Stalker. That's a top 5 character for me.
Mhm.
Absolutely love the guy. So I'm pretty excited to see him finally included. Let us know what you think. Comment down below. Be sure to like and subscribe. Appreciate the time you took to watch us tonight. For Joe Colton and Mark Webber, I'm Mike Irizarry. This has been a What's on Joe Mind news break. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you Friday night for the team stream. Have a great evening.
Did you say hobo?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's what you said.
The worst dreadnought. It's hobo with his bag on a stick.
Bindle. his attack bindle.
Oh my God. We're losing it.
Oh, it's already lost.
Right, so according to them, this is how the first part of the year is going into the summer will break down. Keep in mind that the exact looks of these figures will feature is unknown, and the images below are for reference purposes only. So they're saying that Crocmaster with Crocodile is coming in January. February 2022, Storm Shadow, Spirit with Freedom, and Cobra Officer. Now that makes sense because I know in the G.I. Joe animated series, they often paired or pitted Storm Shadow against Spirit, and that's what would make sense. April 22, Tomac, Xamot, and Stalker. Now, it doesn't make sense to me if they release Tomac and Xamot as individual figures, unless they came with something to make them worthwhile buying as individuals. It just makes sense for them to come as a 2-pack, but we'll see how that goes. Then you've got Crimson Guards in June, which is definitely something I want. Zorana and Dusty. Zorana's another one I want big time. Cobra Viper and Viper Officer 2-pack. Now that's good news because of all the releases so far, I've finally caught up on them all except for the Cobra Viper, because that's real difficult to get at the moment. So that would be good. Unknown crossover type of figure similar to Fortnite Snake Eyes. Target exclusives will now be themed Tiger Force versus Python Patrol. And it says June 22 Target exclusives. Outback, that was a great figure. I had the original Outback. Python Viper, I'm not familiar with that figure. Python Bat, so I'm guessing that's a recolored Battle Android Trooper and a recolored Cobra Viper. Okay. I think I stopped collecting them when they done Tiger Force and stuff like that. And it says, while we have not yet been able to independently verify all these figures ourselves, some of these do match up with listings we have seen from other places. Of course, these are all subject to change between now and next year and should be considered as rumour until Hasbro officially confirms them. So here are all the characters they've revealed. Out of all these, I did have quite a few actually. I had Crocmaster, 84 Storm Shadow, Cobra Trooper, not the officer, but it's pretty much the same figure. I had Termax and Zaymot. I didn't have Stalker. I didn't have Crimson Guard, didn't have Zorana, didn't have Dusty. I had a Viper. I had Outback, and I didn't have the Battle Android Trooper. Okay, so that's the news, and if you want to follow these guys, I'd recommend it because they broke the news. It's WOJM Newsbreak, What's on Joe Mind Newsbreak, if you want to follow them. But yeah, hopefully some of these will make it into the G.I. Joe Classified line in the not too distant future. Now, what's interesting is that there's no talk of the Alley Viper, and we saw prototype images of Alley Viper and Cobra Bat parts. So hopefully those will find their way into the line sometime soon. But otherwise, it seems like a decent set of reveals or up and coming figures. Who am I looking forward to the most? Let's see. I think out of these, I mean, Storm Shadow, naturally everybody wants 84 Storm Shadow, but after that, probably Termax and Zaymot, I think, and the Crimson Guard and Zorana and Crocmaster, and they're all pretty good. They're all pretty good. So we'll see if this pans out and turns out to be true. Not true. Turns out to be true. So if you're interested, you can post comments down in the comment section below to say which of these you'd be looking forward to the most. I should have my comments sorted out now, because I did get a comment from a watcher the other day on my Heavy Artillery Roadblock figure review. Forgive me, I don't remember your name, but you were basically saying that nobody's looking forward to Quick Kick except yourself, and even then, you only want to see Quick Kick in a uniform. Well, unfortunately, I can't respond to the comment for some reason. For some reason, YouTube, when I click on the comment, I can't see it or respond to it. I can only see it through my notifications. So I don't know if it's something to do with my comment board settings, but I've adjusted them to allow all comments. So forgive me, I don't remember your name, but please don't think I was ignoring your comment. You made a fair point. Quick Kick's original costume was questionable, and especially the way they introduced him into the animated series, where he's walking around in the snow barefoot and with no shirt on. You know, that's not really very practical. So I think they could modernize Quick Kick by maybe giving him some Tabai boots, such as what Storm Shadow wears. There's what the ninjas wear on their feet, Tabai boots. And maybe giving him some type of maybe karate gi vest or something. I think they could play around with the design. Maybe they could have the vest removable, so you could indeed have him bare back if you wanted to, bare-chested. But, you know, there's options, and I think he's a figure that certainly needs modernizing. But he was a really cool character, and it's a figure that I never got as a child, and somehow I always wanted him. That's why Quick Kick is on the top of my mind for wanted list. But of all the figures that I can remember from G.I. Joe, who am I looking forward to the most? To be honest, what I would really love to see is an updated version of the Hydro Viper, because I think that was a really, really cool looking figure back in the day in terms of the Cobra team. But I'd like to see more Dreadnoks. I mean, we need... was it Buzzer, Torch, and Ripper? The original 3 Dreadnoks. And then, you know, we need Monkey Wrench. What's his name? Was his name Thrasher? The dude who had the Thunder Machine. And who else was there? There's Monkey Wrench, Road Pig. That was another cool Dreadnok. Definitely want to see Zorana in the line. For the Joes, who do I really want to see? Let me think. I really want to see Shipwreck. I want to see General Hawk. Who else was there that I really want to see out of the Joes? Outback, he's been announced. Wetsuit was a cool Joe. Dialtone was cool. I really want to see Lieutenant Falcon. Yeah, definitely want to see Lieutenant Falcon made. Law and Order. Yep, Jinx. Who else is there? Oh, there's so many good Joes, man. I already said Wild Bill, because Wild Bill is a character I really loved in the animated series. He had such a cool personality. Who else is there? Tunnel Rat. Yeah, Tunnel Rat's definitely one that I'd want to see, because from the 87 movie, Tunnel Rat was a really good figure. I remember having him when I was younger. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool characters, man. Definitely want to see the Crimson Guards, because they played an integral role in the comics and so forth. And I think really I want to see hooded Cobra Commander as well, because there've been some rumors going around that, oh no, Brian Flynn from Super 7 said we can't do hooded Cobra Commander, so somehow people are taking the ball and running with that, assuming that hooded Cobra Commander is off the table. I wouldn't say he is. I think Hasbro could find a way to put him out with his hooded look, because the hooded Cobra Commander is it's integral part of GI Joe. It's an integral part of GI Joe history, and there are other figures that have been released that have had that kind of hooded look, like a former Klansman, but Hasbro put them out. I'll give a prime example. Was it the Snow Troopers? Forgive me. The Snow Troopers from the Empire Strikes Back Star Wars. Those have been released in the Black Series, and you could say those look like, you know, Ku Klux Klan hooded members. But they've put them out, so I don't see why Cobra Commander would be off the table. But we're living in the 2021, and everybody seems to be super sensitive about everything. So who knows? Maybe it is off the table. But yeah, definitely hooded Cobra Commander is an essential figure, I'd say. And then Sergeant Slaughter as well. We definitely need Sergeant Slaughter, but I'm not too fussed about him because Valorverse is bringing out a good version of Sergeant Slaughter with their Action Force line, and he's in a 6-inch scale, so I've already got that on pre-order. So Sergeant Slaughter is not so essential in my books because I've already got a backup plan for him. But yeah, maybe some of his renegades like Mercer, was it Red Dog and Taurus? His renegades were cool. But yeah, bring on more G.I. Joe, I say, because this is a line that I really love, and it's really giving me that nostalgia hit from my childhood. Yeah, so that's just a quick news update. Hope it's helpful for those of you watching. Let me know in the comment section which figures you're looking forward to if they're on this list, and also if you've had a hard time getting these figures, because them Target exclusives, man, they've been a real pain in the arse up to this point. But let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you in the next video.